Welcome to We Seek First podcast, where we talk about living life as a Christian and everything in between. We are your hosts, Takara,
Katrina,
Latresa,
and LaQuinta.
Join us every week for a fresh episode. But today we have an exciting episode for you, so sit back, relax, and let's talk. Okay, now listen. That's me. Romance. That is me down to my core. I've always been like that. That's romance over all other genres.
Yeah.
So like I had to really, really learn how to separate those two things. Like this is not reality for one. It's not real.
Right.
And that made up character is not a real person.
Right.
Because it's made to make the movie look great. So he has to appear perfect. He
Right.
has to do everything, make your heart swoon. But that's not a real person because we are not perfect people. So it's kind of like you really have to remind yourself. Like I remember, and you know, God he holds it down for me. Because sometimes I'll be watching stuff and I'll be like, you know my K-dramas, they're all romance. And I'm like, ooh, Young John, ooh, he's so cute and he's just so good to Soo Ong. I just loved it. And God will be like, that's not real.
Somebody wrote that and Suwon ain't loving in real
See,
life.
I think that's the difference between us. For me, it's purely entertainment. I know it's not real. I don't be, I wish somebody. No, I strictly watch it for entertainment. Like Pride, it's a good movie. It's so sweet,
TV ain't my hang up. I could care less. I'm not lying. Like I could be watching a show. I can watch 5 episodes and Lil Mike about to get killed and we don't know till the next episode and I don't care. I don't even watch it. I don't finish it.
That's
like,
some
I don't
shows I'm like,
care.
okay, I'm over this.
I'm telling you, like we was in the middle of watching something the other night and I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. I just don't care.
Yeah.
See, I don't
Not
care.
even with TV though, with music.
Oh, now music. That's
music
my thing.
is
right there.
music
yeah.
is my hang up.
That is really a soul feeder.
Yeah.
And you could put some bad stuff.
Ooh, girl.
Like some of these songs with the
We was just talking about
Killing.
Just talking about that.
people listen to songs about killing and shooting and
Okay, I
guns
don't
and all-
listen to that.
And
Yeah.
sometimes when
That
you pass
hardcore
somebody
rap.
in the
Yeah.
car, they look like a wild person.
Yeah.
And it's like they are feeding that into
Yeah.
their soul.
Yeah.
Like you are feeding, kill them, shoot them.
Right,
You
right.
know, and people think music doesn't affect them,
Oh,
but
it
yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I'm
It
telling
does.
you, since I have been, trying to seek God and,
Mhm.
I had to rearrange my playlist.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, Lord, this just making me go there. Like, you don't need this right now. So
And-
I had to take some of them songs
Yes.
that I love.
And
off
she
of my
was
play-
hindering me, and I
Not
told
that-
her.
Not that it was.
Really?
She was.
Not that the music is bad.
Yeah.
But for me, like if you're talking about a relationship or
Yeah.
with doing stuff you ain't got no business with somebody, I
Yeah.
don't need to hear that because
No,
I ain't trying to
don't.
do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I loved it.
I
But
know.
I had to rearrange my playlist. So.
Like a girl
Yeah.
who is trying to keep herself for marriage. Why
Right.
would you sit around and listen to music
Exactly.
talking about sex
Yeah.
the whole time?
Like we can't
That is
listen
not-
to say it.
you're not
okay?
gonna make it.
Get married? Okay.
The devil will use that.
Oh, yeah.
And that vision of what
yeah,
the song is
exactly.
talking about is going to be in your head, and you will not
Right.
make it to
Right.
marriage.
Yeah.
Which is why I told you I had to rearrange it. I had to
Yeah.
take some of that. I was like, this got to go.
That's the problem I have, like with people who, like me. I want to hear worship music. I don't want to hear all
I
that other
love some
stuff.
good worship
And when
music.
you get in around other people and they play things in their
I'm
car,
sorry.
you cannot tell that person, "Hey, you can't play this."
Yeah.
But I wasn't okay. I was playing people like Tori Kelly. Y'all know that's my favorite.
Tori Kelly.
She's
can
my
sing.
favorite.
no, I didn't see
And she
nothing
will
wrong
always
with
But
it.
her music is very innocent.
No, I
Exactly.
didn't know. There was it was a what did she play? She played
Chris Brown or
something.
something?
Probably.
Okay, to
and it's
me,
like
Chris don't know how to be celibate or keep himself.
right. The
Yeah, he don't be
things that
talking
the
about
things
it.
in the song that
Yeah, he
that's
don't
a-
be talking
the
about
things that
right.
he was talking about in the song, like I don't want to hear that, and I can't tell that. I can't
Yeah.
tell nobody, hey, So I just,
Well, at the
I
time
endure
when
it,
I was
like-
playing it, my mind was not in the right place. I wasn't trying to
Focus
do like
your-
I am
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, I mean, my bad.
Well, you know what?
Well,
This-
I told you, and you.
Well, because I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just one of them people. I don't music. I love all music.
Me too.
I still say all music is not bad,
no.
but for me, and with certain things that I'm battling,
Yeah.
I don't need to listen to some stuff.
Now,
That's
Yeah.
just
some
me.
music is bad, but you know.
I know. Well, you know.
Well, you're talking about the ones that are not like filthy or
Right.
they just talking about how
Like
humans
for-
are. We
like
fall
for
in love,
instance,
we want to have
like we
sex.
was talking about Tori Kelly.
Yeah.
Her music is
No,
very
yeah,
clean.
her,
I don't,
I
nothing
don't
is
see
wrong
anything
with it.
wrong with. I
And
wasn't
she
talking
doesn't
about
talk
her.
about like sex or
No,
anything.
she
She just talks
doesn't.
about, oh,
We're in
dear
love.
no one, man
Oh my
out there,
god,
you know.
that girl! Don't do that.
What's the one? Paper something. That
Paper
was-
Hearts.
Paper Hearts was my song.
Y'all pulling the old. Let's get out for that. We ain't on it.
But you know what? This just like he has really been talking to me about that because like I have found myself without even I wasn't paying attention, wasn't trying to. So, you know, back in the day, I might be telling my age, but see, Joe used to be real popular. So-
you telling your age?
So
You
so,
told it on the last episode.
Oh, I did. Well, y'all already know. So Joe, now this music that I found is his latest album, but it's old. I think it's from 2017.
Okay.
But there was a song called "Lean Into It." Now, some of the other songs, I can't stand songs that curse because I can't
either.
sing every
Right.
word like I want to, and it's like ain't nobody got time to be. I don't. Well,
Yeah, I don't
Mm-mm.
listen to them.
Yeah.
so, but lean into it. All he's talking about is two people who are in a relationship or whatever, and they're like, don't be afraid to like go further, like lean into the love,
See, I don't
lean
need to
into.
hear that.
So I was listening to the song, and I saw myself in my head. This is in my head. I could see myself making a like a you know how like at a wedding reception where you put together a video and it's
Lord,
like
a
we got a
slideshow.
slideshow, we got pictures and we over there leaning into each other every
Oh
time
my
he
God.
say lean into it, and I'm just like, ooh, that'd be so pretty. And we'll be at the reception like lean, lean. Listen, God was like,
You was like,
ma'am,
I
see,
do
this,
stuff like
this
this. My
ain't-
mind goes everywhere.
Yeah.
It do. And I was like, and then I had found myself like feeling lonely. And I was like, lonely for what?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it just came out of the blue. And he was like, that's why. And I was like, oh, Lord, you kind of right. And then it was like, but I don't want to listen to Christian music. I want to listen to like this because it sounds good and I can sing all the words. And it's like, your flesh is like, no. And he is saying yes. So you have to like force your body and don't like change the playlist, put on the right music and force yourself to do the right thing. And it always comes out better, but it's kind of like, it's amazing how your body is like, no. I said what I said. No,
But
I don't want
feel
that.
like if you are like we're talking about feeding your soul, if you are reading all the time, every
All
day,
the- yeah.
you reading and praying and you just focusing on God,
Yeah.
you don't want to hear that.
You don't.
no,
That's true.
I'm
You're
You're
telling
gonna
y'all,
be in a certain
right? Because
mindset.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
But you know what's funny? I found myself, and he was showing me. It's funny when people say, "Oh, God was talking to me. He was showing me." I used to be like, "Girl, bye." But I was like, "No, really." He was showing me how every night I get in the bed and where I used to pray, where I used to like listen to preachings or like look at scriptures or whatever. Now I got my earphones listening at my playlist. Finding new music, and then I fall asleep to that, and then I wake up in the middle of the night and somebody talking filthy, and I'm like, "What is this?" Because you know, after your playlist, it goes to like just random
And even
stuff.
while you sleep, you feeding your soul that stuff.
And it was like, and then I started feeling lonely, and he was like, "This is why, because you need to refocus." And like when you sent me the video with the prayer or whatever, I sat and I listened to it, and
Wasn't it so good?
my sleep was so good that night.
That's probably why I slept good last night. I'm telling you.
Like the people in the church said, "Oh, I just felt so full."
Yeah,
I really
it-
did. Like I
man.
felt like, oh my mind is clear. I could care less about. I wasn't feeling lonely or all this crazy stuff that I
anxious.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like he was showing me that that's a part of self-care, taking care of you. Feed your soul the good things and leave the bad things out. Like you don't need love songs. I'm not married, so a love song ain't gonna do me no good. You know. who am I saying I'm in love with?
Right.
Jesus? You can't talk to Jesus like that because
No.
he ain't your lover. I wish people would get rid of them songs.
Oh,
my
I cannot
Jesus is my
stand
boyfriend.
those
I can't
kind.
stand
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I don't like
That's
that.
ridiculous.
I don't want to think about
He's my Lord
No.
and Savior. He ain't my boyfriend.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
But anyway, so that was about feeding your soul. I do want to read off the scriptures, and then we're going to go to the second one. So the for anxiety, we have Philippians 4:6-7, and then for confidence, feeling confident, knowing that you are not what the world tells you, Genesis 1:26-27, and then to alleviate that inner turmoil within yourself, trying to find the joy that only He can give. John 16:22.
I need to write that one down.
Okay, so let's go to the second one in self-care, which is know that you are loved and love yourself.
Mm.
I think this is so important because when people talk about, oh, self-care, I got to work out. These are all important because this is what we're trying to do. I got to work out so I can be fine. I don't want to look frumpy in this dress or whatever like this. Oh, I wish my arms was different. My stomach ain't right. My nose ain't right. Oh, I can't stand this. And it's kind of like, to me, when I thought about it, how does God feel? Everything, the way that you were made, you're like, I don't like this. Like, why it's got to be like this? And it's kind of like He took the time out and formed you. But you spit in His face and it's like, what you made is not good enough because the world says so, not like you within yourself. This is the definition that the world gives you. And then you're like, God, this is not enough. This is not up to standard. And I think knowing that He made you in love and loving the creation that you are, that's self-care. That's self-love. Like you can't get any deeper than that with taking care of that.
Right.
And being grateful that He could have made you differently, but He saw your future. He saw what you were going to look like. He saw where you were going to go. He saw the man for your life or the woman for your life. He saw every journey that you take. He saw this. So He created you in that way to walk down that path. If you were supposed to be skinnier, like your structure, the way that you're made, not that you're obese or anything from your own fault, but like if you want to be a size 0 and really
Like
healthier,
me.
you're a size 4. It's like He made you to be a size 4. If He made you to be a size 0 to have that bone structure, He would have made you like Sally, but He didn't because Sally was supposed to go down this road. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Baby?
Yeah. Girl,
But,
that's how I am. Child, my body ain't made to be that little. Y'all know.
But I know a lot of people, they don't like who they really are.
Oh,
And I'm like, some people get so obsessed with trying to look like somebody else or be
Change
somebody else
themselves,
that they start to look weird.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's
Like they
true.
want a new nose, a new mouth, a new
A new
butt.
butt, yep.
They want to do everything,
boobs.
and that's not you. That's
That's
not
not
who
you.
God made you to be.
And it's funny how in everyday life, the most confident person could allow the world, the ungodly
Oh,
world,
yeah.
the world that does not care anything about its creator, to define who you should be and what you should look like. And then so when you look in the mirror and you're praying like, Lord, please help me to get this surgery so I can change it. I want a skinnier nose. You made me to have a big wide nose and spread all across my face. Lord, why? And then you get that skinny nose and you look like something
don't
wrong
look
with
right.
you.
And they keep getting work on it because they'll never be satisfied.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's a inside a heart problem.
It
It's
is a heart
from the
problem.
And
inside.
two, God is perfect and He did not make a mistake while He was
No, he
creating
did
you.
not.
I hate to hear people say, "Oh, I was mistaken. I was mistakenly put in this body." No,
If you
you
don't
were
stop-
not.
And we have a scripture for that, do we not? I have it. I think it was it is Numbers. It's Numbers 23:19. That's what it is. Let me pull it up right quick. Let me read that because I think a lot of people really need to focus and know, look, God doesn't make mistakes.
Mm-mm.
He
He's
didn't-
not a human.
No, He's not like us. And also, like we make mistakes daily. Guess what? He sent his son who did not make any mistakes. So all of his creation can't be perfect. And like the scripture says, we're perfected through Christ.
Right.
Like we can't do it on our own,
Right.
but we can be perfected through him. So it's like people need to stop. Like, don't. How do you think God feels? Like,
Yeah.
I know He's in heaven. Like, excuse. Let me go to Numbers 23 and 19, and that says, God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man that he should repent. Hath he said, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? So basically it's saying like God doesn't lie, and Jesus doesn't lie. And he doesn't have to repent of him saying a certain thing and then take it back. He doesn't have to do that, And it's kind of like if he said what he said, he ain't gonna do. You don't believe he gonna do it? Like Jesus is like everybody says. I said what I said. That's how God is like that. His word. You can stand on it and know forevermore it will be, and that's the end of it. Period. But that was the Numbers 23 and 19 for what did I just say?
For the
Loving
second
you.
one.
Yeah.
For the second one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of other scriptures about it because I think that a lot of people don't trust their creator. They don't trust that
I think
God
that's
knows.
the problem.
Well, and
Or that's
too,
where it
think
starts
about,
at least.
Think about what everybody you seeing stuff on TV. Look at these kids nowadays. They don't like themselves. They don't like the way they're made.
This is true.
They've set a standard like this is the form of beauty. If you don't follow this, you're ugly. You're different.
Comparing
you're weird.
yourself
right
to other people, like Jonathan McReynolds said, comparison kills.
It
Yeah,
does.
he be right. But like he said in his
Yeah.
song, comparison kills.
It
You
does.
can't be comparing yourself to other people. I think that's a lot of people's problems. That's
Yeah.
where it stems from.
Mhm.
It does.
And
Looking at
you-
other people.
You look at somebody else and think you want to be like them and look like
Right.
them, but
Mhm.
you don't go home with that person. They
No.
could be up
Mhm.
all night crying from the life that they live in,
Yeah.
and you wanting to be like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what people really have and
Oh,
what
no.
people really go
Yeah.
through.
And you don't know what it took for them to look, act, and be what you think that you want.
people out here trying to look like these celebrities and stuff. She probably bought that butt.
I was
Okay,
about
she
to say,
wasn't
yeah,
born with it.
that's their mask. Everybody
Right.
have on masks. They put on. You see what they want you to see,
Right.
and
Yeah.
you don't know what they had to do to.
It's
look
so
like that.
funny how everybody wants to look like a Kim or all of these celebrities. And it's
Yeah.
like these people, first of all, they can't stay married to save their lives. Secondly, do you see the different types of movies? This one started out in a scene where she's like, I'm never going to have to get naked. And then the next movie, she naked.
Yeah.
Well,
You have
and
to
to
sell
think
your
about
soul.
the physical things that they go through, like
They're always on a diet.
Matthew McConaughey,
Yeah.
he had to get like really skinny for a
Oh,
role.
yeah. He
Think
looked-
about the physical thing.
yeah.
That's just
And especially
torturous.
women, like you think this woman is so beautiful, but
Mhm.
if she took off the 30 things that she
Oh,
was
Okay,
wearing,
that makeup.
that's fake.
Yeah.
Girl, you wouldn't even recognize it. They
Yeah.
have fake everything
Yeah.
nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
Eyelashes,
you could be a
eyebrows.
totally different person.
Yeah.
And it's like advice to men: you need to see this woman
Without makeup, without weave.
at least
Yeah.
one time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't get married and wake up in the morning
And you don't know what she
your
look like.
grandmama.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like no.
I think, and that's people's problem. I don't think we should be trying to follow after people or
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Things change. I know. I remember back in the day, people used to talk about other people for having a big behind,
Yeah.
and now everybody
Everybody
want
want
one.
one,
The
yeah.
hottest thing.
I know. I remember back in the day.
That
People
was
would
not
call
in.
you fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Somebody
my
to call me
gosh.
fat before. Talk about it too much.
Too bad.
Yeah, that's what they say. I used to get called fat, like that don't look right,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden it's in.
It's the most
And
like
popular
what
thing.
It's
happened?
crazy because once these people are going getting surgeries and all this stuff,
Mhm.
when you get 90, you got a big butt. Like, what you gonna do with that?
But
That's
at
how
90, it's going to sag. It's not going to stay the same.
That's how it is when you follow the world.
Yeah,
They are ever changing.
Right.
You might, the world like big butts. So you
Right.
go get a big butt, and then next week the world don't like
Right.
big butts, so you stuck with a big butt.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like you can't
You
follow
will
behind
never
people.
satisfy them.
Mhm.
Never.
Yeah. And it's just crazy. I have never been that type. I remember when I was in the 7th grade. This was at the very beginning of the school year. It was like the first week of school. And one day I was like, okay, because, it's like everybody wants you to be a certain way. And I'm just not like that.
Yeah.
I've always been like, I walk to the beat of my own drum. And I'm the type that is like, I respect the person that you are, whoever it is. This is who you really are. I respect that. And I'll accept you. Now accept me for who I am, whether you like me or not. You don't have to like me because I don't have to like, you have free will. So it's like, respect the person that I am. So then it was like, okay, I was young. I was in the 7th grade, y'all. So it was like, oh, okay, today I'm gonna talk less like this. I'm gonna, I'm gonna see if I could do it. Listen, an hour in, I was like thinking about. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was standing outside. We were changing classes, and I was standing there looking, and I said, "This is stupid, and I'm not gonna do it no more." And I was like,
You weren't yourself.
"Yeah," I said, "I don't care who don't like me.
Yeah.
I like me. I like me."
Right.
Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I remember it like it was yesterday. I could see the portables. I could see the people. I could see the main building. It was like, yeah, I ain't doing this no more.
It'd be
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
lot of work to try to keep up with what the world got going
When you
on.
kid, especially when you're younger, you want to do what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
Look
I'm
like
not gonna
everybody
tell it
else.
long, but I remember back in the day. I don't know who I remember. Lisa Frank was in back
Oh,
then.
yeah.
Everybody wanted the Lisa Frank
Yeah.
stuff,
Only
and
the
I.
rich
The
kids.
Oh yeah,
folders,
yeah,
right.
folders,
Folders, binders,
and
book
yes.
bags.
Stickers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was
Yeah.
in elementary school and I wanted it so bad because everybody else did, and I
Mhm.
begged mom and them, and they was like, "No, you can't have it." And
Because it was stupid.
it was, and it took me months, but she finally let me get. I think it was a folder, and I came to school. I was, look, y'all, got my Lisa Frank. They had moved on. They wasn't stuck.
Yeah.
I was like, but
Took
I
you
got
too
mine.
long.
And I felt stupid. I felt so
Yeah.
dumb. And I was like, I'm over here going through all this trying to get a folder.
Now you trying to hide Lisa. Like Lisa.
Because let me tell you, I bet Lisa Frank's folders were like $3 and the plain blue
It
ones were
was.
like 50
Yeah.
cents.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
really, that's stupid to pay
Yeah.
for a folder that's that high
But
just to have Lisa
yeah,
Frank on
you
it.
don't see that.
No.
You want to do like everybody else.
Same thing with those shoes in
Yeah.
high school.
Oh, yeah,
they
that was
changed
in.
it seemed like
Mhm.
every month. The one shoe would be in, and then the next month it would be out. Like, oh,
You
you
see
lame!
that?
You got on whatever Nikes. I don't know.
You see the money? Girl, just flying out.
And I ain't fall for that mess. Not when
Me
I was
either.
there. No. I was like, I'm wearing what's comfortable. I ain't thinking about y'all. Look, we was different anyway because we had on long skirts and stuff, so
Yeah.
we stood out
Yeah.
anyway.
Mhm.
so it's like,
So-
some Bobos ain't going to make it no worse.
Yeah, so I didn't care, but I noticed that, and I saw people like out here trying to buy shoes, different shoes
Yeah.
every month, and I was like, y'all stupid, like y'all
Mhm.
crazy.
But the people who are trying to show out, some of these people, like even grown people,
Yeah.
your light bill ain't paid.
girl,
And you want to go and get the brand new Jordans just
That's what
so
I'm
you can
talking
go
about.
around everybody and say, look,
Yeah.
look at me, I
Yeah.
got the Jordans.
It's
But
so
when you
stupid.
drive home, you got to light candles.
Yep.
Like, this don't make sense.
Yeah. Now,
People do it all
I know.
the time.
I know.
I remember when I was first pregnant with my son, I went to get something at the hospital. And the lady who was doing the test, she was talking, it was right at the school year, at the beginning of the school year, because he was born in October. So this had to be like August or whatever. And she was like, oh, I got to get his school stuff. You know, he going to high school now. I don't want him to get picked on or bullied, so I got to go. And she was like, he doesn't want the regular uniform because where we live, everybody has to wear uniforms. And she was like, he doesn't want to wear the normal uniform pants. So she was like, now I got to go and get these high-end uniform. I forgot the brand name she named, but she was like, these pants are like $70. I said,
oh wow,
one pair of pants for
Wow.
For them to come home with them dirty.
and
Right.
they still might get bullied though. Like
But-
that ain't gonna.
She was like, I got to get these pants for this. And she was like, and the shirts they had, they don't have an emblem. So you can go anywhere and get these polos. And she was like, oh, I got to go in the mall and it has to have a polo on it. And I was sitting there like, wait, is they going to allow this? But I ain't say nothing to her. And she was like, oh, his shoes is going to be hundreds of dollars and he need at least 2 because, if he go to school with the same pair of shoes every day, he going to get janked. So he got to switch them out. And I'm just thinking, and she was like, you going to do that with your baby, ain't you? And I was like, no. And I didn't. It's like, I'm talking about, she was like, I ain't been home and I don't know how long. I'm just here at this hospital working so I get my son together. And I'm just thinking, you are slaving yourself. I'm talking about just beating yourself
Worried
down.
about what other people think.
And they still may talk about him.
Yes.
Like, I'm telling you, I've been there. They going to find something
Yeah.
going to be wrong with you.
If somebody
you
want to
can't-
hate you, they're going to hate you no matter what you put on your
No
body.
That's
matter what
why-
your shoes look like, your clothes.
That's why you need to love yourself.
Yeah.
Love the creation that you are.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the most respectable thing that you can do to show God that you're thankful that you were created, that he took the time to make you and to put your DNA together. Like, be thankful for the person that you are, because like, if you fix the inside and put him on the inside and then you start working on the outside. Now, I didn't say he made you to be obese. He didn't make you to lay down at night and that fat around your neck is cutting off your
Really, Cara?
your air.
Oh,
He didn't make you like that. But it's like, those are things he can help you get rid of.
Yeah.
This is not changing how he, like, what you really look like or whatever. This is just making your body stronger. Because guess what? The first thing he gave Adam was a job. Him and Eve were not sitting there making the lions and tigers feed them grapes. That's not what they did. It wasn't a garden of just lazing around and doing nothing. No, they had to work, and there was upkeep in the garden. They had to keep it clean in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, our bodies were not made to just sit and do nothing.
Right.
We were made to get up, be strong, work, take care of this. You know what I'm saying? Be active, move around. So with you love yourself enough to make sure that you're healthy, but don't try to change yourself to look like someone else. He didn't make you to be that. Am I making sense, y'all?
Yeah, of course.
Because, sometimes I just get on a rant.
No,
and
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, and I think people who are, say, overweight, don't put that on God.
No, you did.
And they love
You
to
ate
do
that
that.
cheeseburger. Because I
God
say it all
made
day.
me like this. No, now that's you not taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
You can't sit back and don't ever move, sit on the couch, eat
Yeah.
potato chips and candy and all
Yeah.
that, and you get overweight and then want to say God made you like that. No, he didn't.
Like, we
No.
only get one body, so you need to take care of the body that you got.
And I feel like that's, like, I wrote a post. You guys can go and check it out on the web, the blog post. The blog website. But I wrote a post about stewardship. And I didn't go into depth with your body, but that is also something that you need to be a good steward of.
Yeah.
Like, he gave you this one body. It's not like you got another one on layaway at the Kmart or whatever, or it's like up in heaven, like, Jesus, I'm going to come and get that new body soon as I get done with it. That ain't how it works. You get one. And then how you do with this one, it's kind of like with anything in life. He gives you what you need. And then according to that, he'll either give you more, bless you in different ways, or not. And if I got one body, I'm unhealthy, and I'm constantly crying out to him, Lord, I got high blood pressure, I got diabetes.
Fix
Lord,
it.
and
Do
he's
something.
like, well, goodness, get up and do something. You know what I'm
And
saying?
people always ask God for healing from their sickness, but you won't stop doing what's causing the sickness.
You won't
Yes.
stop smoking. You won't stop eating 10 pizzas
Yes.
or
Yeah.
whatever you
Cooking
doing.
fried chicken
People
in your
will
bed,
go
ma'am.
as far as losing a limb,
Yes.
and they still will
Won't
not
put that
stop.
sugar down. That don't make a lick of sense.
If you
to
got
me.
a doctor telling you, look, you are not going to last long,
Yeah.
you have to stop eating this, or you have to stop. I have seen people still go right home
Yeah.
and eat whatever they want to.
Going to the
and
grave
then you
over
want to beg
food.
God to heal you. How can he heal you when you are the problem?
How
And-
can
and
you
they're
go to the
like-
grave over food?
Yeah.
What?
And they're like, I believe that God is going to heal me. But it's like, okay, yes, he does have the ability to heal you. But it's kind of like, what's the point when you act like he is a magic 8-ball or he a magician or a genie, and it's like, blink, okay, it's doing him no good.
Like,
Yeah.
what if he, let's say he does heal you. Let's say you have diabetes and he heals you from it. And then later on, all you gonna do
Yeah.
is pump your body with
Yep.
donuts and what, I don't know, sugar.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Sugar, just all the bad things that you know you don't need.
Leave it alone.
And I know that it's hard. Like
Yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
it's hard to stop.
Thank you
eating
for
this
tuning
and
into
that.
another
But
episode
go to
of
God.
Seek
I
First
mean,
Podcast.
this is your life.
You can find
and
us on
people
our
need to
blog
realize
at
once you close your eyes on this earth, you're not coming back.
Right?
You can
And if
also
it's
follow
bad
us
for
on
you to
Instagram,
have killed your
Facebook,
own
and
self,
Pinterest
that's
at We Seek
suicide.
First.
Yeah, that's why you
Again,
have
thank you for your
self-control.
support and join us next time for a bit of encouragement as Christ encourages us.